I'm in the process of buying a new home, and we are at the stage where I need to have an appraisal done. Can you explain the appraisal process to me?
Sure, an appraisal is the process of determining the value of a property. Appraisers use various methods to determine the value of a property, including the sales comparison approach, the cost approach, and the income capitalization approach.
I see. And when is the appraisal typically ordered?
The appraisal is typically ordered by the lender during the mortgage loan process, after the buyer and seller have agreed on the purchase price and before the loan is funded. The lender orders the appraisal to determine if the agreed-upon purchase price of the property is fair and reasonable based on the current market value of the property.
How much does an appraisal usually cost?
The cost of an appraisal can vary depending on a number of factors such as the location of the property, the size of the property, and the type of property. On average, the cost of an appraisal for a single-family home can range from $300 to $700, although costs can be higher or lower depending on the specific circumstances.
Who usually gives the appraisal?
A real estate appraisal is usually completed by a professional appraiser who is licensed and trained to provide an unbiased and independent assessment of a property's value. Appraisers use various methods to determine the value of a property, including the sales comparison approach, the cost approach, and the income capitalization approach. The appraiser is typically hired by the lender to complete the appraisal, as the lender needs to verify that the value of the property is sufficient to secure the loan before funding the mortgage.
And what happens if the appraised amount comes in below the contract price?
If the appraised value of a property comes in below the purchase price agreed upon in the contract, it can create a problem for the lender, as the lender will not be able to lend more than the appraised value. This can create issues for the buyer because the lender may not approve the loan, or the buyer may have to come up with additional funds to bridge the gap between the purchase price and the appraised value.
So, should I still purchase the property if it doesn't appraise for the right price?
Whether or not you should purchase a home if it doesn't appraise for the right price depends on your specific circumstances and goals. It's important to weigh the pros and cons and consider your financial situation and goals before making a decision. It's also a good idea to consult with your real estate agent, lender, or financial advisor before making any final decision.
Wow, you really helped me understand more about the appraisal process. Thank you.
You're welcome. For more information about appraisals or the home buying process, be sure you reach out to Barton Realty. You can connect directly with them at bartonrealtyllc.com today.